quite special. Now let's turn our attention to mountain biking and cross-country mountain biking at the junior level. Fantastic. The Anatomic Schools series concluded recently. Pambili near Krugersdorp was the venue for the Anatomic Schools mountain bike series in central Gauteng. The final round brought together well over 150 riders from schools all around central Gauteng, and we start here with the sub-junior boys between the ages of 13 and 14. The lap length was 5.4 kilometers, and these youngsters had to do 3 laps, around about 17 kilometers of a course that really incorporated just about everything you'd want from a mountain bike route for this age group. Plenty of technical stuff, and getting caught here was Dylan Rebello from Rand Park, but he is the leader and showing very, very good form. Neil Robinson from Trinity House on his tail through the single track, and Johan Fourie from Eitzig. He was being chased hard there by Ivan Ras from Florida. They have plenty of riders in the Anatomic Schools series. Jacques Ron goes through, and behind him Louis-Pieter Kleinant from Roodepoort. Dylan Rebello getting past some of the slower riders in the sub-junior girls race. And the man chasing him hard was Neil Robinson in the Mr. Price gear. A shake of the head. He didn't need any refreshment at the water point.
In the mountain course, when I ride in the mountain course, watch me smiling all right long, watch me smiling all night long. Morgenson, 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 Morgenson.
Great support from the Morgenson mountain bike riders as riders go through the technical zone. In second place there, Neil Robinson, Johan Fourie chasing him, but the winner in the end was Dylan Rebello. He took exactly 50 minutes to complete the 3 laps in the sub-junior boys. Behind him, 4 minutes behind him, Neil Robinson from Trinity House taking second place. Now to all the women, the sub-juniors, the juniors and the youth, ranging in age from 13 through to 18 years in age, covering this 5.4 kilometer lap. And that initially there, 6:30, was Ilse Kriel riding in the youth women race. Taryn Brent from Stanford Lake College. And number 600 going well there, Anja de Lange from Sutherland leading the junior women. That's Marisa Oosthuizen leading the sub-junior girls. This is a wonderful series for a sport that is in such a growth spurt at the moment, offering these schoolgirls and boys the chance to compete against pupils from other schools. And of course Anja de Lange having to deal with some of the technical aspects of the route, and that's another great innovation in this series as Marisa Oosthuizen copes comfortably with that short little drop-off. Taryn Brent from Stanford Lake College winning the youth women in 58 minutes and 50 seconds. Her brother Colin quick to congratulate her.
With the increase in the mountain bike, the popularity of mountain bike and the numbers of people coming, we're needing more and more commissaires to officiate at events, and particularly in Central Gauteng. So we're doing training for 10 commissaires, and they've done their theory training. They did some practical today. They'll do some more practical, and then they'll be appointed as provincial commissaires and then national commissaires.
Yeah, the course is pretty good up to now with all the theory. I've been following my son and daughter-in-law, who are active riders, for a number of years now, and I see the load is shared by quite a few guys. So I've decided to do the course, and hopefully we can build some capacity in the province and take the sport to the next level.
Well, it's just a wonderful setup in its entirety. Not only are the young cyclists getting a chance to learn the trade, but also budding commissaires using this Anatomic series as a learning curve. Fantastic. And good to see the man in the Superman socks, Jacques Jansen van Rensburg, supporting the youngsters. Jacques Johan Stein, the powerful rider from Menlo Park, put the hammer down in the youth men's category. They went over 4 laps. Chasing him was Stefan Reinecker, as well as Bert Poe. And they would have their work cut out against Jacques Hanstein. Up the little incline in the single track certainly tested these youngsters. This man was the man they were all chasing. Jacques Hanstein getting it all right on the day, a man from Menlo Park. In his wake, Bert Poe from Montessori College and Stefan Reinecker, he from Linden in Johannesburg. Michael Gilson from Rand Park around the corner. He was outside the top 10. Willie Durant wasn't pushing for a top 5 place. The youngster from Florida. Just getting past a static rider. Jacques Hanstein powerful over the rocky single track. Ride magazine editor Del Tate coveting the youngsters' bicycles. Not all could deal with the rocks as smoothly as Jacques Hanstein. Ryan Gibbons from Trinity House, finding out just how hard they really are. He would go on, though, to finish in 4th place. You need some momentum to get over there. But Jacques Hanstein had all the momentum going his way. 58 minutes for the 4 laps, around 22 kilometers. He was about 3 minutes clear of the 2nd place rider Bert Poe from Montessori College. A top-class performance from Jacques Hanstein. Now we move to the junior men, 17 to 18 years old. These guys are on the brink of making the transition to senior riding, and early on Sean Craig Silver was the man up front from Gaasfontein. On his tail was Dalmain Kotze from Florida, and Colin Brent from Stanford Lake College tried to emulate his sister's victory in the girls event. Kotze going through the start-finish area. These youngsters doing 5 laps of the 5.4 kilometer route around Pambili. Sean Craig Silver, who's been impressive in the half marathon series as well around the country. Colin Brent focused all the while from Stanford Lake College. They really have built a good tradition of mountain bike riding. The technical zone obviously critical in a lap race like this cross-country series. They need all the help they can get. Sean Craig Silver tossing away one bottle, picking up another. He can afford a few seconds there because he's got a very tidy lead. And that support for Florida was certainly well worth it, because Dalmain Kotze eventually won the race ahead of Colin Brent. 1 hour 16 for Kotze, 1 hour 17 for Colin Brent from Stanford Lake College. Sean Craig Silver had a fall and ended up finishing in 3rd place.
Yeah, in the beginning it was a bit tough sticking with Oshonia, but after he bailed I made a move. I know it's not right, but I had to. Then I could just use all my power to get away from him on the climbs, but it went well.
Well, aim is to get to 300 participants from at least 100 schools. That is aim from 2010. We've set a new record this year, 225 at the first event, and we will get there. But it means that everybody must come and enter the schools, register, get a kid to train, and come have fun with us.
You can also raise your hands in the air. Get those online entries off and racing at www.supercycling.co.za.
Well, it's a really fantastic initiative, the Anatomic Schools series taking place around Gauteng, and indeed there's schools racing around the country, which, Andrew, I think only bodes well for the growth of the sport and for the quality of the riders we're going to bring through competitive riding at an early age.
Well, it is great. I mean, cycling isn't recognised as a school sport, so it's really wonderful. And again, well done to Anatomic. They they obviously own Ride Magazine as well. Put a lot back into our sport, and I'm thinking about this weekend, the kind of effort, the Master Blaster, a whole weekend of riding, and they're not scared to put their hands in their own pockets and make sure that there is continuity, and as we've just seen, wonderful. Nice to see Ati there handing out the prizes himself.
Yeah, well, that's for the future. Some of those names, look out for them in the future in mountain biking. Now, plenty